Okay, kids, we're back. So the other day I showed you a printer, right? Was involved. We can copy it and put it in Google, right? Let's see. Okay, put it in Google. It looked like a white printer, like it was all in white colors. And I found it from using this app. Okay, there's a method to my madness. I only have 29 minutes to bore you again. Let's see. Um, so I was like, why are they using printers? Because printers can be used in biomedical research, right? Can printers be used in biomedical research? Okay. Printing technology has evolved far beyond paper and ink. It is now a cornerstone of modern biomedical research, enabling everything from the creation of living tissues to the fabrication of microscopic medical sensors. In the context of your interest in biorobotics and in vivo monitoring, printers are primarily used in revolutionary ways. 3D bioprinting, living tissue engineering, this is arguably the most impactful application. Researchers use specialized bioprinters that utilize bioinks, hydrogels loaded with living cells, to build complex biological structures layer by layer. Anyway, organ on a chip, scaffold fabrication. Yeah, so obviously, right? They can use uh, they can use printers in biomedical research. That's why I was finding printers. And I was like, what does printers have to do with this shite, right? Like, look at that. Printers can be used in biomedical research. Who's the smart one? Okay, I'm not saying I'm a genius. By no way am I a genius, but I'm smart. Okay, I definitely am not a freaking genius. That is wild, though, right? So let's go back. Let's go on to here, and then it shows all the printing shite that they can do. Wow, bioprinting for biomedical applications. Look at all that. Now they have nanofluidics, which is another word you can look up. We have to look up really big words, right? Nanofluidics. And then I told you I found Xerox a lot, right? And Xerox is heavily involved with biomedical research, right? And they also create printers, don't they? Okay. I shouldn't have to like go on Google Gemini to tell you that, but I will if I have to. Look at that. And then, but we can look it up anyway, just for the heck of it. Since you've been looking into wireless medical telemetry and body area networks, this area is highly relevant. Printers can inkjet, so they use inkjet printers. You know what an inkjet printer is? Inkjet. Okay, look at that. Anyway, I mean, they're obviously involved in a lot of biomedical research, right? Okay, so that's why you'll see printers routing to you. And oh, and then this is wild. And anyway, there's a lot I can say, but I have to censor myself. You know, we could try and see if we can get it. Xerox. We could try to get Xerox. Xerox. Okay. Xerox. Oh, we can't spell all of a sudden. Xerox. Uh, oh, what? Oh, we have our hands on the wrong keys or some kind of shit like that. Involvement. Xerox involvement in biomedical research. Okay, right? Okay, see if it gives me anything. You might not. Yeah. Wow. See, and then I told you Palo Alto Research Center. Remember, I told you this place in California. Look at that. Palo Alto. Yeah, I remember we always, and then lab on a chip. That's another thing you can learn is lab on a chip. Microfluidics. All these big words you have to learn, which allows scientists to perform complex blood tests. Yep, and that explains why Xerox may be involved in it. Remember, I kept telling you I saw Xerox all the time. I was like, why? Why is Xerox so heavily involved in the shite, right? Yeah, because I thought they just involved in copying machine, copying shite. Like they were just copier machines. I didn't even know printers were involved in biomedical research. Yeah, like look at that. So we could do we could do this. Okay. All right. I'm trying to I'm trying to bring it up, but I saw this place, in Japan that was using like inkjet printers to do biomedical research. Um, so we found this printer. Wow. Wow. So using everyday consumer printer like HP DeskJet 3630 for biomedical research might seem like a hack, but it's actually a well documented technique in low cost diagnostics with tissue engineering. Because inkjet printers use thermal piezoelectric nozzles to spit tiny, precise droplets, researchers repurpose them as high precision deposition tools for biological materials. Wow. The HP Jet 326 H the HP Desk Jet 3630 is frequently used in research for printing biosensors instead of standard ink. Researchers fill clean cartridges with specialized solutions. Wow. So it may not just be Xerox printers, it might be like HP. Pretty much I think all the printers now can be involved in biomedical research. That's what it looks like to me. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But look at that. That's why I was finding printers all the time. Because I was like, what does printers have to do with this shite? Look at that. That is wild, huh? Wow. Since you're looking into in vivo monitoring and telemetry platforms, using HP 3630 would be most effective for prototyping flexible antennas or conductive traces for your sensor housings. It allows for rapid iteration of radio frequency antennas designs without waiting for a professional factory to fab a PCB. Wow. Wow, that's wild, huh? That's crazy. Wow. So I think that's why I was finding Xerox a lot because their printers can be used for biomedical research. Yep. Okay. Uh, Can I get it to do examples? Give me examples of printers used for biomedical research. Because if I would have just came on here, and told you they're using printers for biomedical research, they would have been like, "Oh, that's crazy! You have mental problems." You know how they are. So I had to show you on Google Gemini. Yeah, printers are used for biomedical research. Yep. So if you're finding a lot of printers in your area, that's probably why. Because I don't own a printer. You know, no printer should be connecting to my GPS coordinates because I don't even own one. It doesn't make sense, right? Wow, I don't even own a printer. So they did give like a bunch of websites over here talking about printers. Oh, look, we got ResearchGate. That's what we were looking for, like an actual research document. But I remember seeing this place in Japan that was routing to me that was using some type of inkjet printer to do biomedical research. You'll have to take my word for it. Wow, look at this. Fabrication of glucose biosensors by inkjet printing. There you go. That's why that's why I was finding printers all the time. Yeah, so printers have something to do with this shite. Like, wow. Wow. Okay. We could try like we got 13 minutes left or 17 minutes. Okay. Before I turn into Cinderella again. How about uh universities universities am I spelling it right? Universities used in um, using using printing inkjet printing in biomedical research. Okay. Wow. See if we can get any of them to come up. Look at this. Okay. Wow. So North Carolina Central University is using printers in biomedical research. Cornell University is using inkjet printing. Okay. Cornell University is in New York, like in upstate New York. Binghamton University. Wow. Santa Ana School of. Ah! Who's the smart one? I will let you go to my head. I will remain humble, humble, humble. Okay. Santa Ana School of Advanced Studies. Crim Lab. Look at that. Okay. University of Leeds Storm Lab. Wow. Ain't this the shite? TU Darmstadt in Germany. Wow. So you can see a lot of universities use printers in biomedical research. Isn't that interesting? Wow. It says since you've been researching RF transceivers in IEEE 802.156 standards, would you like to see how these universities print antennas onto medical devices using inkjet technology. Wow, interesting, right? So anyway, these are the universities that are involved. It says North Carolina State University uses like inkjet printing for biomedical research. Okay, yeah. So I think if you see a bunch of printers connected to your GPS coordinates and your MAC address and shit, that's what they're doing. Look at that. Wow. Because I never knew this shit. I never knew ages ago. I was hiding under a rock like everybody else was. I never knew that printers were used in biomedical research. Yep, North Carolina State University, Binghamton University. So that's why you know you're going to see printers routing to you. Look at that, Binghamton University. Yep. Anyway, I have to do. I have to go back and look up exactly how it's involved. I'm just doing like a quick video, but definitely that's why you know I was seeing printers connecting to me all the time. Yeah, yeah. Binghamton. They said, let's check this one out. The School of Santa Ana. Wow, that's interesting. Wow, Crim Labs. They have some place in Germany. They left a website for the one in Germany. I think it's this one. Okay, I think this is the one in Germany. Wow, wow. But anyway, you're gonna find out. I mean, I probably need to give even better evidence than this, but you're gonna find out that's why all these printers are connected to you. Is because they can use printers in biomedical research. Yeah, this shite is that crazy, man. Like, what is the Bonar Research Group? Look at that Bonasar or Bonasar. Okay, it's these people. Wow, look at that bioprinting. Yeah, and I found Xerox a lot, and I was wondering why. Like, because I never knew a long time ago that printers were involved in research and healthcare. Yeah, that's why I think I was finding Xerox a lot. That is wild, though, huh? Like, wow, Crim Labs. Yeah, I found this place doing research in Japan. It was doing some kind of inkjet research. Um, yeah, I don't know if I could pull it up. Inkjet research, inkjet biomedical research, Japan. Yeah, I found this place in Japan. I might be able to find it still. Yeah, there was a lot of places in Japan there that were using inkjet printers to do biomedical research. Yeah, a lot of places in Japan. Um, Epson, Canon, and Brother. Wow. Yeah, a lot of places in Japan. I found it. I might still be able to find it in my email. I doubt it, but I'll try. Right, see if I can find it in my email. It's probably lost somewhere in my email, but I found this place in Japan connected to me, and it was doing like inkjet biomedical research, right? Yeah, like wow. Um, I didn't know this stuff was that involved. Yeah, Is it this place? It might be this place. Oh, I got lucky. I found it. Wow. I found it. Sometimes I can't find it in my email. I got so much shite in my email. I found this place in Japan was routing to me, and they do like some kind of inkjet biomedical research site. Isn't that wild? Well, I'm trying to find Google Translate. Where's Google Translate? Where's Google Translate when you need it? Yeah, it's all in Japanese. Yeah, it's called Chemical Research Institute succeeds in administering drugs directly into cancer cells using inkjet technology. Kyoto University. See that? Kyoto University. Yeah, I'm trying to translate this shite into English because I don't know Japanese. No offense. Rose does not know Japanese. Let's see. Wow. We're trying to use Google Translate. Isn't that wild? But I found that it won't. I'm trying to get it to do Google Translate, man. I can't get it to do Google Translate. This place at Kyoto University. Yeah, I don't see Google Translate on here. Where the heck is Google Translate? Oh, here it is. I got it. Okay, English. All right, we found it. Good. We got it. Okay. Oh, it must have. I took it off its original spot. Let's try it again. Okay. Wow. Google Translate. Yeah, it's in Japanese. I don't know Japanese. Okay. Here you go. Chemical Research Institute successfully delivers drugs directly into cancer cells using inkjet technology. Inkjet printers use pressure and heat to atomize ink, which is then sprayed directly onto paper. Look at that. So, like, yeah, inkjet printers are used in biomedical research. Like here's like this place in Japan I found, Kyoto University, and I think it's connected to that Japanese genome net place. I always told you I found this Japan genome place. Anyway, that's it. Anyway, you guys have a good